just came out. Record Store Day, Black Friday. How excited are you? Because I'm super excited, but first we got to stall. Stall. We got to stall because we got to wait for people to actually come online to watch this because we want to take everybody's questions and everything. Because see, the thing is, we've been doing this for a while. We understand how to read this list. So if you guys have questions, you got to ask, but you know, not everybody's here yet.
Some of these guys are professionals.
Yes.
And know exactly what they're doing with these lists.
Yes.
They've been doing this for 10 plus years. But some
of them
still don't even know what Record Store Day Black Friday is. They're like, what do you mean there's another Record Store Day for Black Friday?
And, I mean, and it's even worse these past couple of years because we've had all these drops on top of Black Friday Record Store Day. So, and you know.
I'm in there. I'm in there.
You're in there?
I'm in there.
Good.
I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
So this is for the people that don't know how to read the list, that missed stuff. We did a pretty good initial look, right?
Yes.
And we took notes. We know what's coming out. We know what we're ordering big on. Doesn't mean we're necessarily going to get it. No record store can tell you that they already got their stock. It didn't happen.
No.
This is the list that just came out today.
And we'll see what's going to happen with it in the next couple months.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they add stuff on, they take stuff off. Let's see what happens.
Why don't you open up your boxes just to stall for a little bit of time. We'll talk about a couple of things going on in the record store, and then we'll get to the list. Really quickly, I only took out 3 boxes.
It will be the world's fastest unboxing.
It could be. It could be the world's fastest unboxing. If
I don't know. I
get
gotta
to my
stand up.
box.
This is like,
I know, that's what I'm like.
Not right.
I'm like, I can't. My arms are not long enough. But mine was already partially undone. So I got a One Direction CD. Oh, I got Tool CD. More CDs. Oh, look, Evanescence.
wow.
MF Doom.
Nice.
But on vinyl, Smashing Pumpkins.
Gish.
Gish, right? What a gish.
No doubt.
What a gish, no doubt. You have no doubt too? Oh, we got Lamb of
Now, so I'm
God.
gonna open my box upside down.
Under pressure.
One Direction.
Senjutsu. Back in stock.
Woohoo! Somebody came in asking today. Kids see
They're
Ghosts
too early.
and Paramore. Okay, so we got some gish. A lot of gish.
Hey, Rhianna, show what you got so I can take them from you.
I got Bob Dylan.
So much gish.
I showed you my
Bob
note now.
Dylan.
Here, some more.
That will be on the super sales page. Keish Lorraine.
And we got some Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Oop, wrong way. Dark Side of the Moon. Are you done?
Yeah.
Was that it? That was all that was in your box?
Oh.
Fastest unboxing.
And Iron Maiden.
She won fastest unboxing.
How many Iron Maidens was it? Like, because they're 3 discs, so that could take up a lot of box.
Yeah, really.
7.
So no doubt, is that 1 disc or 2?
1.
1. That's what I'm like, you own it, so you know.
Oh yeah. I love that one. Yours is like the never-ending box.
I know.
We're just stalling for time while more people show up.
If you want Dark Side of the Moon, got you.
And that's the truth.
Oh, second one.
I know.
What happened to your
It's
competitor?
apparently
Oh.
not the world's fastest.
Ooh, she got the new D. Schneider.
Oh,
Ooh,
cool.
it's so good.
And I got 2, so you can go.
Too bad nobody can see you.
With some D. Schneider.
All right. Now everybody sit back down and I will adjust all of this. Again.
Again.
I had to figure out which one we were on. Awesome.
Okay.
That was really quick.
How how long did we stall for?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Wow.
So we
Another-
need another 5 minutes?
That's right. Why don't you show them what you got down there?
Okay.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yes, really.
Hold those.
Holding.
So we have Iron Maiden, Senjutsu, and it's a really good record.
Did you actually enjoy it?
Yes, I did. I did actually enjoy it, and it is definitely worthy of 3 discs. See the awesome gatefold?
The artwork in there is
Yeah, the
phenomenal.
artwork
Yeah, really.
is amazing. And then just wait, because this is pretty cool too if you have it all spread out. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. So it is definitely worthy of 3 discs. Definitely worthy. We listened to it for Metal Hour on Tuesday when we got it, and for Metal Hour, 1 hour, we only got through 2/3 of the record.
Yeah.
And it was really super good. Like, they've been rocking for a long time, like a while now, and they still sound fabulous. There's only one problem. No matter how loud you turn it, you want it to be louder.
Yeah, we had it cranking and
Yeah.
it wasn't loud enough.
But, I'm all, I don't want to blow out my speakers, but
Yeah.
it's like no matter how loud you make it, you want it to be louder. But it's Maiden, so that's kind of it.
And it is available
Yes.
On spinaroundstore.com.
on our super sales page
Mhm.
in about half hour after the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard people talk a lot of garbage on this album.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, but they're saying it's not it's the same old Iron Maiden. It's and I'm like, you gotta listen to it 2 or 3 times.
Mhm.
If you don't love it the first time, this is the type of album that actually grows on you.
Yes.
So by the 3rd time, you're like, holy shit, I
Mhm.
get it now. But first time through for a lot of Maiden fans, it wasn't like that epic.
I don't know. I think they sound just like they sound.
I hear you, but they wanted something more.
Or something different.
Yeah, something a little bit different, which is weird because it's Senjutsu, which it obviously looks like a warrior, right?
Absolutely.
But there's a Western song on there, like the 2nd or 3rd song, and it kind of throws you for a loop.
That cowboy song.
Yes.
something, yeah.
But it does kind of feel like they're going off to war. And then one of the other songs, it kind of feels like someone died, and it's like the ballad to that person that died. in
It's
the
definitely
war.
telling a story.
You know, it,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely that type of album.
Mhm.
All right. So available on spinaroundstore.com,
Soon.
super sale page, in about 15 minutes. I'll put it up now while you talk about the other one.
Okay.
Talk about Dee Schneider, please.
Yep. So we've got Dee Schneider. You're so smart. We've got Dee Schneider, Leave a Scar. It will definitely leave a scar. I Gotta Rock Again is amazing. He still sounds phenomenal. When you get to She and the Reckoning, it's a little more, it's different. You don't expect Dee Schneider to go that hard. And, okay, so of course I read the liner notes. Dee would like to thank Suzette, aka She. So now I know why you laughed when I told you I was done at the end of 2019. After 45 years together, I realize you have always known me better than I've known myself. Let's see where this path takes us. The encore, in quotation marks, is always the best. I love you forever. I loved that. That was honestly probably my favorite part of the album. That I honestly wish they had read all their thanks. I think that would have been really cool. I hope someone eventually does that as like the last track on an album, because I think that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But I love this album. I am nominating it for my favorite of 2021 because it is fabulous front to back, even though he pulled a Billy Idol and he ended with the ballad, like, with the Dead Next Door. I hate the Dead Next Door. I don't hate Stand, but I was like, really? We're going to end with this, but you rocked the whole time and now we got a ballad? Come on.
I like to choose for it to be last and not just straight up in the middle.
Yeah, but it was just kind of like, come on. But I guess, the very last song of side B is better than the very last song of side A.
Yeah.
But I just, you can see him in your head the whole time, looking just like that, the whole time he's singing.
Like,
You can see him. You can see him in your head the whole time. And he just sounds fabulous. Yeah, good shot.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, next up, you got to tell them about. Here, I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, so you want mine? I thought we were showing off this one.
Okay, so we've got green jelly that comes out on Friday, and it's the Garbage Band Kids.
Now, tell them how we discovered this one today.
So we did an unboxing on TikTok, and we picked one box, and the box that we picked, we honestly thought was going to be a big mix of titles. And it wasn't a big mix of titles. But there was this. So then we had to break out into Little Pig, because, it's green jelly. So
if you got a TikTok account and you ain't following us,
mhm.
I don't know where you're at.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. There's enough of them here now. Oh, you're going to open it?
Can I open it?
Yeah, go ahead, because I don't have a
Yeah,
copy.
Oh,
Did you
see
see
that
that?
hype
It's pretty
sticker?
cool.
Like,
Hold on.
yeah.
Let's look.
Cause like that
Look,
looks, yeah.
it's
look.
splatter vinyl. Can you see it on there?
Yes.
Splatter vinyl.
Move your thumb.
Yeah, just open it up. Let's show
I
them.
gotta see it. I gotta see it because it is such a pretty picture on there.
Oh, even
The
that's nice.
Shady Bunch.
How cool
The
is that?
Shady Bunch.
Mad balls.
It's a play off the Garbage Pail Kids, but
Yeah, that epic movie.
you know they're getting the crap suit out of them for this one.
Ooh. I love it.
You hold it up because I
That
can't.
is
I
so
can't get
cool.
the labels right, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
It is epic.
It really looks like the picture. I can't wait to see that spin on the turntable. Unfortunately, it is most likely not store music because green jelly is not store music.
There's so much worse than Three Little Pigs,
Yes.
but it's so great at the
Unfortunately,
same time.
Green jelly is not store music, so that's a little disappointing. Look at their pubic cube.
Now, I was very disappointed with this album already. I gotta say, because
Yeah, we
Ah.
need to like move in.
We can move over here.
I was
We got room.
disappointed in this album a little bit because of the price point. The price point, what the actual MSRP on this album is $39.99.
Oh wow.
It's a $40 record.
And it's one record.
It's a beautiful record. It is green jelly. I love green jelly. You kind of have to understand why. I'm pretty sure they probably didn't get permission to use the Garbage Pail Kids. They're going to get sued again, just like they did with Serial Killer.
Mm-hmm.
And they have one with SpongeBob too.
Yeah, it's
so.
Silence of the Squarepants.
But I seen it on sale somewhere else for $30. So I made ours $28.98 on the website. Check it out. Do in-store pickup. It comes out Friday. Save yourself some money.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're asking $40. I think that's ridiculous for a one album record. I understand though. I mean, it's green jelly. It's rare that they put anything out. It is a full release,
Yes, 13 songs.
but $40? Come
That's a
on,
little
man.
high.
I would have understood 25.
Yeah,
25 I would have understood.
maybe $29.98.
No.
Maybe.
No, I wouldn't have understood that.
No. Well, but I mean, this is the colored one, so then they released the black one for $24.
If it came with an epic poster,
Yeah.
a booklet, I mean, hey, it has a printed inner sleeve, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
It needed just a little bit more. For a $40 record, it should come with an
A
entire
poster would have
booklet,
made it epic.
a giant poster,
Yeah.
like a Bob Dylan style poster for Blood on the
Wow.
Tracks,
Mm-hmm.
like epically big,
Mm-hmm.
or a Kiss poster like that you can combine,
Mhm.
and you got to collect 1 through 4 to get it or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a great album. I haven't listened to it yet. Obviously, she just opened it and we just unboxed it. I had to tell them my opinion on this one because I am a huge fan. Just saying.
Somebody thought that the Lord Solar Power was overpriced.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was $35, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought that too.
Yeah.
I bought it anyway.
But they did have an indie exclusive for that one.
They did.
Yeah.
And that makes me very thankful when the artists actually think of the indie stores. Not like Taylor Swift.
No, she's doing that for herself.
I am a huge Taylor Swift fan. I am. I don't care what anybody says. 1989, Blank Spaces is the greatest song Taylor Swift has, in my opinion. Now, what she did for Folklore was terrible. Absolutely terrible. She released it to Walmart and Target.
And on her website.
And on her website. Well, on her website was fair. But she gave Target and Walmart a month or two indie exclusive or store exclusive before it was ours. We couldn't get it in, and Walmart was already selling millions of copies.
Yeah.
And Amazon.
And people were asking us if we had Folklore on vinyl, and it's like, no, we don't. We can't order it yet. Well, why not? They're not letting us.
So what Taylor Swift did there, I thought was greedy and shady as hell. Still love her. I got lots of love.
Tay-Tay.
I got lots of love. I think she's a great role model for the kids. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a decent person.
Mm-hmm.
But, and it's probably not even her. It's probably her management doing all this crap.
It could just be the label too.
But it really hurt my feelings to know that I couldn't sell that in store at the same time Walmart could. I couldn't even compete.
No.
Because the market was so saturated
Mhm.
at that
Yes.
point,
Yep.
it was like a joke.
So now if you go to the distributors or wholesalers, they got 500, 1,000, 2,000 copies available because they're not going to move the way they should have
Right.
because she sold out to Walmart and Amazon and Target long before us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not exactly right. The playing field wasn't fair at all on that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame her if she got millions. But then again, everybody walks out with what they're calling the bag of money. Well, hell, you could buy a lot of things in this world, but at least make it fair, slightly. I don't have a competitive advantage over anybody.
No.
So what she did was wrong. Let's get to Record Store Day.
Okay.
I am sorry.
Okay. So we've got Record Store Day coming up, Black Friday, and they just released the list today. And there's some really awesome stuff on there. And my favorite thing that I saw on there was Fleetwood Mac live alternative version. But there's no picture up there.
Wow.
So on the front cover of the regular one, it's like after they did the encore and they're about to take their bows. So on the alternative version, is it going to be their backsides as they're walking off? That would be interesting.
That would be.
Right? If you had like their backs on the front of the record, and then you had your the fronts on the back of the record.
Why are they keeping it a secret?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They might have not made up their minds yet.
Possible.
Because that's what I always wonder. When we have, there's 147 titles. Okay, so we're going to say 80% have pictures. So that other 20%, have they just not made up their mind on what the cover art's going to be?
It's possible.
Like it really makes you wonder. And who picks the covers? Who decides?
All right. Anybody else have one that they're really going for?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Jackson 5, ABC. I love that song. It's limited to 1,500. That's one I'm really excited for. I really like Michael Jackson personally, but him with the Jackson 5, loved him.
Mm-hmm.
All
They
right.
harmonize so well.
They really do. And plus, that song's just awesome.
Mm-hmm. And it's very upbeat.
What about you, Shauna?
Well, there's one that I thought was really cool, but then there's also one that I am interested in. The one that I'm interested in is the Carole King one. It is from, I believe, 71, and it's live in the BBC. It's got all the best songs on it. Everybody knows them. I Feel the Earth Move, So Far Away, and there's another one. Crap.
I got one.
Oh, you
I
make me
got
feel
one.
like a natural woman.
Yep. You make me feel.
All right.
Yes.
You know what I'm looking forward to on this list?
What are you looking forward to?
Weird Al.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Weird freaking. It's a maxi single. So there's gonna be alternative versions, I'm guessing, or the beat to it,
Yeah.
and I think that's gonna be terrific. It's Beat on the Brat, which is obviously a Ramones song.
Mhm.
Oh, there's your remote.
Yeah, there's my
See, you went
Ramones.
in the wrong order. The way that I saw it, I mean, I know that there's 2 versions of Beat on the Brat on it, but it's I Want to Be Sedated,
Yeah.
so I can beat on the brat because the KKK took my baby away.
Yeah.
But that's what's on it.
I like all 3 of those songs, but Beat on the Brat is great,
Iconic.
and I'm really looking forward to owning that one.
Mm-hmm.
So you know we're ordering that one huge,
Yes.
just to get a few copies because that's what you got to do nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody else got a favorite? Steph, you got another one or?
I got a cool one.
What's your cool one?
Okay, so last record store day, I had to have that Hall & Oates.
Mm-hmm.
I had to. And you gotta figure, what's that, like the 80s, right?
Yeah, late
Yeah.
70s, early 80s.
Well,
yeah.
they have Hall & Oates, and this is from the 60s with them.
Really?
And it's not their general pop. It's more folk rock.
Okay.
So I just think that's awesome. It's when they were in Philly. So, like, I can't wait to see what that is. All of that.
I think something else awesome coming out is the new Billie Eilish. It's a 7-inch, but also the song is from the new James Bond movie, which that's coming out. And I've recently been watching all the James Bonds.
So that's very exciting for
Yes,
you?
it's very exciting.
Here's the problem with that Billie Eilish. It's already been released. There's 7 inches already available.
Yeah.
And it kind of ticked me off because Billie Eilish could throw something together, her label.
And I think that 7-inch that they're saying is for Record Store Day, there's like 15,000 copies or something.
I understand
a lot
that.
more fans.
I understand that, but it's readily available right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can buy that Billie Eilish 7-inch. So it kind of pisses me off that they put it out for Record Store Day. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's Billie Eilish. It's gonna sell no matter what. I mean, I'm not saying, oh, we're not gonna order it in. Believe me, we're gonna order the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Even at 15,000. The chickie got like 50 million people on Instagram.
Yeah.
15,000 to her is like a drop in the bucket. I seen a post she did recently wearing Oscar De La Renta dress.
Oh, that was at the VMAs.
You ready for this? 17 million likes.
Yeah, that was at the VMAs.
She can't move 15,000 7-inches for Record Store Day? Come
She's
on.
the youngest person to ever be affiliated with the VMAs on that level.
Really?
Yes.
That's
I'm
pretty
surprised
cool.
she's, what, 19?
It's an honor. Yeah, it was an honor.
Now, I broke the list down that I liked into categories because that's just me. I got an exclusive, I got a limited run regional style thing, and I have an RSD first. If you like to go through some of my stuff, that's a lot of writing.
Oh, yeah, because we got the Jim Carroll Band.
That's Santa's.
That Santa always plays the Jim Carroll Band first thing in the morning.
No, he sold it.
He sold it.
He sold it.
He needs
sold
it
it.
because he's saying he needed a better
Why would
copy.
He has
anyway.
one at his house,
Yeah.
Okay.
but he sold the store copy
Why
Wow.
would he sell the store copy?
because it had a price on it.
But he always plays it.
Just telling you.
Wow.
What happened
Wow.
to Brooke? She sold her
Okay.
own records.
Okay. Well, I guess that's why we have 2 copies of the Go-Go's.
Yep.
And neither one of
It's a
them has
backup
price on it.
contingency plan.
So the Jim Carroll Band is a deluxe 2 LP, and it is a Record Store Day exclusive, and that one's limited to 1,500.
I'm ordering big, fellas. Ordering big.
Yeah, because I mean that one really moves. It's a good record. It really is.
And the Iron Maiden self-titled, which is limited to 5,000, and it's a picture disc, which is awesome.
That's right, of Eddie.
Yep.
Yes.
And we've got 2 different Dio picture discs. Holy Diver and The Last in Line, 7,500 each, indie exclusive.
Which is the 2 you need.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get into him at all, you need those 2. I know they're picture discs, and everybody's like, "Oh, this isn't picture disc day," but those are the 2 you want.
They're
Right
records.
there.
I need the
records.
Ozzy one. The
Yeah,
No More Tears. Oh my God.
Now here's the story behind that one. The Ozzy No More Tears is coming out
Okay.
in a week, maybe 2. I mean, I could do the research if I wanted, but very soon, sometime in October. I think it could be possibly for October, but it could be October 10th, whatever Friday that is. The No More Tears album comes out, and it has Mama, I'm Coming Home,
Yes.
and several other. I mean, if you're an Ozzy fan, you know this album.
Yeah.
Guaranteed,
It's a
you
great
know this
album.
album.
It's great.
So, some people are like, "Oh, why would I need the picture disc?" because it's freaking Ozzy and it's No More Tears. Do you know how long people have been waiting for No More Tears to be actually a re-release? Because I think it was only released for the clubs.
Yeah, for the record clubs.
Yeah, we've had 2 or 3 copies throughout the years, but that's it. We haven't had more than that.
Just
So get it while it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm telling you, if you don't get that when it first comes out, the No More Tears that's coming out in October, you ain't going to find that for months.
And Steven's saying it's coming out this Friday.
Oh, this Friday. That's probably in those boxes I have in the back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get it now while it's hot, it's going to blow out. And,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to find it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it's going to take forever for them to press more copies because it is taking them forever to press more copies of everything lately.
Yeah.
So
Everything.
that's my advice. If you want this, go out, save your pennies right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Friday on that release day,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's this Friday or next Friday, grab it up.
Right.
Senjutsu's back stock now.
Yeah.
I got the last 14 copies the distributors had, and I looked through 5 different sites. I bought 14 copies of it. The last 14 I could find.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's going to get expensive for people that don't shop in a record store.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Did anybody mention the Judas Priest?
It's on my list.
Oh, okay.
But that's
the
a
best of Judas
that's a
Priest.
first.
That's a first. Yeah, but we got King's X, Please Come Home.
finally.
That's cool.
Finally, it was supposed to be released this past record store day over the summer, and it wasn't. But now 2,000 copies are coming out for Black Friday.
We're hoping to get number 1 again, Steven.
Yep. Because we're
I'm
number
gonna
one.
check them this time.
And,
What are you going to do?
you
Keep
know,
it? I'll still sell it.
No, it's not about keeping it.
It's just being
It's
like,
just
look,
that
we
it's
have
number
number
one.
one. But that
Yeah.
didn't look like a 1, it looked like a 7.
It looked like
He
a
But we
should
do
have
have number
upside
2
down
as
V.
well.
Just saying, it looked like a 7.
And something I might end up getting is Motorhead Lost tapes because I've been recently getting
Oh.
really into Motorhead.
Ah,
Well,
well,
it's limited to
there's only
3,500.
3,500 copies, so,
So
you
it
know.
really depends on how many we get.
Hmm. And then we got Tesla Mechanical Resonance, and there's supposed to be 4,000 of those.
I'm hoping the same thing happens again.
That's
I'm
right,
hoping I
that's
get
what I'm
lucky
saying.
again.
There's supposed to be, because you know that other Tesla, man, they showed up months later. All of a sudden, we're like, boom! How many you got? We'll take them all.
Yeah.
But that was awesome.
It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I'll buy them all again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gunning for them too. So you know how big I'm gonna order, but doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna get them big.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the thing.
well, with that one we had ordered big, and what we ended up with 6,
Yeah.
because they didn't press them all.
And then we ended up with about 300 total
Mm-hmm.
a couple months later, which was nice.
Oh, yeah.
And then the regional run, the limited run regional releases, we got the Bee Gees, 3 Kisses of Love. It's a compilation album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and you know everybody likes the Bee Gees.
No, everybody loves the DGs.
Oh,
we don't
man.
know about the BG. No, I'm kidding. Everybody actually loves the BGs.
Mhm.
Who, if you can appreciate the DGs and you're not going and looking at the BGs, you got a problem, dude.
And, I mean, Saturday Night Fever soundtrack,
Yeah.
5 Grammys.
Yeah,
5,
that's crazy.
including like Album of the Year.
And 6 zillion records sold.
Yes, yeah, like crazy. And weren't they're like number 3 on the Billboard for like the most hits. It's the Beatles, the Supremes, and then the Bee Gees.
The craziest part is if you click on any of our videos from like 3-4 years ago, I guarantee you there's gonna be a Saturday Night Fever in that box.
Mhm.
I'll guarantee it. Now, none.
We had at least 10. Rihanna was telling me not to buy them anymore when they came in the buyouts.
Yeah.
That and Grease.
We don't know where they went.
For Grease is a personal issue.
We don't know where they went, but they're all just gone because I was looking for one to TikTok with,
Yeah.
and I had to find one I hadn't priced yet, and I looked through like 8 boxes before I found one. So, okay, but then also we have 1,000 copies of Chick Corea and Lionel Hampton, and they were live in 1978. So that's pretty cool for a regional
That's
release.
almost
He just passed, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chick Corea just passed.
So why is there only 1,000 and why is it regional?
Yeah. Now regional means you don't know if you're gonna get it or not.
That we don't know if we're in the right region. We don't even know what the regions are. I've asked. No one's ever explained it to me. That's the one thing I
Maybe
can't
they
get a
do
straight
rock,
answer
paper,
on.
scissors, shoot.
That's entirely possible. But that was the Prince picture disc, the 7-inch, the car. the little red car.
Corvette.
Yeah.
Little Corvette. Yeah, that one was a regional release. So like everybody was really excited because we got like a whole bunch, and I think it was like it was only on the East Coast, or maybe even the Northeast,
Well,
and that was it.
Here's the thing that a lot of people don't know about Record Store Day. I might as well just tell them. If you look on that list, there's certain titles that'll tell you there's 2,000 copies. It'll tell you right on recordstoreday.com on the list. It'll say 2,000 copies available. But then in the list, 2,500 copies available.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, wait a minute. Is there 2,000 or 2,500? And I mean, I know it doesn't really make a big difference.
But 500.
No, but I
does
totally
matter.
understand
But
what you're saying,
do you-
because with Evanescence they did that.
But do you know why? Do you know what that
well,
means?
because one is worldwide.
Yes. So the 2,000 is U.S. We buy that many records. We're a consumer country.
Yeah.
We're very consumer based. We buy a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it we don't even need, but
Yeah.
we buy it. Just saying. So that's why there's the two different numbers. If you didn't realize, it doesn't make a difference though, because when something's as limited as 2,500, well, how many record stores do you guys think there is in the United States?
There's over 4,000.
So there's 4,000 record stores plus in the United States. I knew that figure too. Well, if there's 2,500 in the world or 2,000 in the U.S., what are your chances of getting more than one?
Mm.
And everything on this list is pretty much anything that's really good
Yeah.
is very, very limited, very sought after.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of record stores this year are going to be gunning for stuff. And I don't know what to tell you, because we're going to gun for ours too.
Yeah.
And every year we go bigger and bigger and bigger until we get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you guys got no idea what it actually is when we get nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you see what we unbox on a regular basis, imagine what it takes for us to get nervous.
It's like the best day of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We treat this like our Super Bowl. And I think this is a very, very great, unique list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I mean, it could have. I was hoping, honestly, for some Beartooth. I'm not gonna lie. I wore the Beartooth shirt today that my lovely daughter went to the concert yesterday and bought
Yes.
me, and I paid shipping for it. I really did.
Wow.
Hey, it was a long trip. It was like,
Yeah, man.
like 40 minutes.
But I was hoping for some Beartooth, some harder new metal.
I was hoping for like some newer metal stuff, but
There's not a lot of punk on this list either. I see the
No,
Pink
no.
Lincolns.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hopeful for my Bikini Kill. I am every year. Maybe actual record store day.
Where are we on here?
Night Ranger. We're on the last of the regionals. 'Cause
It's
we
the
got-
10th anniversary
Yep.
for this Night Ranger.
And there's 1,000 copies of that too.
What's the name of that? I forget.
Somewhere in California.
Somewhere in California.
Mm-hmm.
1,000. There's only 1,000, and like we said, there's 4,000 record stores in America
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
plus. And I mean, not all of them participate.
Yeah, I haven't been able to I haven't figured out a way to figure out how many record stores participate in Record Store Day. But I mean,
Gotta count them by
So-
state.
some of the record stores that have signed the pledge have chosen
Okay, they should hold tomorrow.
to not participate in Record Store Day. And then there's also some stores that have closed. Sounds
Yeah.
Trenton.
Yeah.
That last time I looked were still on the list as participating in Record Store Day.
Yeah.
But they're a T-Mobile now, so
Yeah.
not
Okay.
there. Okay, so with Record Store Day first, I know somebody was saying they were excited about the Aerosmith. Are you excited about the LP or the cassette? Because it's 1971, the road starts here from the rehearsal room.
Now, if you don't know, first means
That it's going to be released again.
you don't know how big, you don't know where, they didn't really tell us when this time.
Yeah, sometimes they'll tell us that, 2 weeks or 48 hours or 6 months or 3 years. But that's like the Ramones Live at the Roxy, that it was our favorite Ramones that came out for Record Store Day. I don't remember if that was an exclusive or a first, but it took 5 years before it came out again on vinyl, and it was gone almost as soon as it was back in stock. It was gone again. So stuff like that happens too.
So I mean, just because you hear first doesn't mean it's not exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because in 5 years from now, who the heck knows where I'll be? I'll be power sailing in like Bora Bora. Oh, with you.
Bora Bora. We gotta figure out how to get real IDs first.
I'm
Get
gonna,
appointments for that
Brooke
either.
can't even get a permit. I don't
Yeah.
know about that one.
Yeah, well, why aren't you staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning?
I'm
Come
going
on.
to Tahiti.
I've been checking.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Okay, and we got Big Brother and the Holding Company with Janice.
Hey,
With
speaking-
Janice.
With Janice, and they were live at the Monterey Pop
Brooke
Festival.
is here.
Yeah, speaking of
There's
Brooke, Brooke is
4,000.
here.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, bro.
Our daughter Brooke is in the
Yeah,
chat.
Brooke N.
We're live. We're live. But yes. Which one were you on? I'm sorry.
Big Brother and the Holding Company with Janice live at the Monterey Pop Festival. 4,000 copies. So that one's pretty cool.
And that's the first time that's being released.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get much Janis Joplin.
That hasn't
No.
been released.
Yeah.
Really.
On vinyl. Yeah.
So this is actually very, very exciting.
Because that's, I remember, 2 years ago for Black Friday, they were like, oh, why are you re-releasing Janis Joplin's greatest hits? You can find that in the dollar bin. Well, you can't find it in the dollar bin now.
Yeah, good luck.
But, you know,
Scratched up.
this is one to be really excited about, which is awesome.
And she's live.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you can find the concert, but I just want to know where they keep finding all these masters and all this different stuff to do
Yeah,
this.
really.
Yeah, like, why haven't they already?
You know what? I bet you somebody recorded it and it was on YouTube, and they took it and they enhanced the audio, and then they made a vinyl version and an audiophile version, and now they're pressing it. It's got to be something crazy.
Yeah.
It
Because
must be surprising.
They just pulled this out of their behind. I'm very impressed.
Maybe they woke her up.
Wow. That was terrible.
That was awful. Okay.
Maybe she's with Elvis. And
Exactly.
Tupac.
So, and we've got Miles Davis, Live Evil. It turns 50 years old. And we got
Wow.
over 10,000 copies regionally.
Live Evil. Nice.
10,000 copies regionally.
Miles.
Yep.
Every year you get a Miles Davis release,
Mm-hmm.
which is great
Yeah.
because, again, you know, he's still the most popular, iconic jazz musician in the world, right?
Yeah. But, you know, I'd like another John Coltrane release for Record Store Day.
But we have absolutely no Miles Davis left from any of the record store days.
No. It's
None.
all
No.
sold.
It doesn't matter if I get 10 copies or 200,
It all sells.
Yeah, they all go.
It's crazy.
you know. So that says something. When you can sell as many copies as we get of Miles Davis,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things where you know we got to go big. Sometimes we get the big, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we feel like we get jerked to get 6 copies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
While other record stores get 1, and we feel bad for them, but it is what it is.
And we did the best of Judas Priest, right?
Yes.
2,000 copies. D-side has interviews from 74 and 75, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. The D side of that Judas Priest, the best of Judas Priest, is interviews of the whole band's getting interviewed, but it's from 74 and 75. Most of these songs didn't come out until about 70, let's say late 70s, mid 70s to late 70s, where that's the early 70s interviews. So you're actually getting like right as they were making it, right as the record labels were starting to take them serious, and I honestly feel that interview is going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited more for the interview. I have everything already, so I don't have the best of, but I do have pretty much all the other albums.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do have all the other albums. So I'm excited for the interview.
Yes. And we've got the LA Guns, Walking the Dead, first time on vinyl, 1,200 copies.
That's a newer release, isn't it?
I think so.
From like 2000, 2002, something like that.
Yeah, it was when with the vinyl.
Yeah. So this is the first time that LA Guns, I believe, don't quote me on this, guys. I believe it's the first time it's coming out on vinyl, which is a hell of a thing. I like LA Guns. I think they're a solid hard rock group.
Yeah.
It's not death metal, but it's,
Yeah.
they got that rawness to them.
Mm-hmm.
I could appreciate LA Guns.
Yep. And we got Mr. Big, Lean Into It, 5,000 copies, and that one was supposed to come out the July drop.
Yeah.
And it
I can almost hear them clapping.
Yeah.
Finally!
Mr. Big.
Oh, yes, Mr. Big!
Mr. Big.
Woo! So how
Finally.
exciting is that?
Do you know how many comments I've read
So
since those RSD drops?
Yeah.
Where's Mr. Big? When's Mr.
Yeah.
Big coming out? Is
What
it pushed to
happens to
Black
Mr.
Friday?
Yeah.
Well, they just confirmed it. It is on the list. Let's hope it doesn't get pushed back again. I just cursed it. Where's the wood? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, it's close. But Mr. Big, finally.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal.
And we got Saigon Kick, the Lizard Reptilian Green Marbled Vinyl, 2,500 copies.
Reptilian green.
So is it gonna look like Big Papa?
No, it's a reptile. It's green. But do you know who Saigon Kick is?
Yes.
Do you know how many of those CDs we've sold?
Yes. Yes. Took me a minute. I'm like, yes, I do. I remember the covers.
It's alt rock with a little bit of harder stuff.
Mhm.
With,
Yeah.
it's a great album.
Mm-hmm.
You were just telling me how I would like them.
Yes, I don't know if they've ever had that. I know I had it on CD.
Yeah.
You know, in the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we got the Shangri-Las coming out.
and Leader of the Pack is on that Shangri-Las.
My very first concert was the Shangri-Las. My very first concert. My mother won tickets on WRNJ when Doc South was on WRNJ. When Doc South was on WRNJ, my mom won tickets, and it was me and my mom and my dad and my sister. And it was one lady that was actually in the Shangri-Las when, you know, they were popular, and like her cousin and her niece, and like her cousin and her niece or something. I don't know, but it was really cool.
Cause she's the leader of the pack.
No, he's the leader of the
Vroom
band.
vroom.
Vroom, vroom.
I have that album at home.
Yes. What else we got on here? U2, obviously. There's another U2 release.
Nancy Wilson, Modern English, Jason Isbell.
That Jason Isbell's a little too political for me.
Mm.
I'm not going to get into politics
Yeah.
this time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too political for me.
Did you
Just
guys
saying.
mention Canned Heat
No,
with
not yet.
Memphis Slim?
No, the
Canned
Alice
Heat's in there.
Cooper, Canned Heat, Weird Al,
Jimi Hendrix.
RZA.
RZA as Bobby Digital.
Oh wow.
If we got any hip hop fans out there, you know, he did Bobby Digital for Wu-Tang. It's RZA from Wu-Tang coming out, and he's doing it as Bobby Digital, which is one of the characters that RZA played. And if you don't know who RZA is, RZA was actually the one of the founders of Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
For hip hop. What?
And he's in my favorite movie.
And he's in her favorite movie.
Mr. Right.
Yes, Mr. Right. He's the guy who doesn't shoot him, and he's like, "Why didn't you shoot me?" He's like, "Cause I didn't." Or why didn't you?
Why didn't you just grab the girl and kidnap the girl? And he's like, I didn't think that would be cool.
Yes. So RZA plays a badass part in that.
Yeah.
Love RZA.
It was he's so good in that. It really is. Poison, the Ozzy picture disc.
Flesh and Blood, Poison, very good album.
Mm-hmm. We sold tons of cassettes of that.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many CDs we've had because it's not one that people seem to give up, but we've sold tons of cassettes of that one.
Okay.
Mobb Deep, Little Feat, and I think Little
Yeah.
Feat were live. They were live. A lot of this
ODB
stuff
cousin.
is live.
You're
Mhm.
right. Sorry, somebody wrote ODB's cousin, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. I forgot
Carole
about that
King,
one.
Jimi Hendrix.
Of course, there's got to be a Jimmy release. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, it's a
Ooh,
Jimi
Sam
Hendrix
Cooke.
experience.
That's right.
I love Sam
There's
Cooke.
a Sam Cooke release.
Sam Cooke's awesome. And Leonard Cohen. I love Leonard Cohen. And Dire Straits. Like, there's a lot of really good stuff on this list. Whatever they, like, decide to take off, I think I'm going to cry. Because it just seems like not everything gets pressed.
No.
They just don't have enough time. So it's just going to be tears.
You know, there's like 4 releases for like the Jazz Butchers
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, and I'm like, no.
And there's always a jazz dispenser release for Record Store Day. Is there a jazz dispenser?
I didn't see one. I
I
seen
didn't
the
see
Jazz
one.
Butchers.
One of those one something. Remember we had like 3.
Mhm. And there's a Chris Isaac. I
Yeah.
love Chris
Yeah.
Isaac.
Okay. I didn't even see the Chris Isaac.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Chris Isaac. It's beyond the sun.
And we talked about the Maiden Picture disc.
Mhm.
So, any questions? Ask away. Now is your chance. If you want to know something, you don't understand something about Record Store Day, ask. Oh, and tell them the policy about online again.
Oh, yeah, okay. So
They changed this.
They changed it back to the way that it used to be. They had changed it with the drops since a lot of people were staying home and there were a lot of stay-at-home orders in place. So now they changed it back to the way it was before, which is that the Record Store Day records cannot be sold online until 24 hours after Record Store Day.
And that
So-
makes it what time?
So that means that 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, that's when we can put them up. And I think it's the 27th, right? It's the
I
believe
Black
so.
Friday is the 26th.
Yep.
So November 27th at 8 a.m. Yep, I'm right. November 27th at 8 a.m. is when the Record Store Day records can go up on spinmearoundstore.com.
Any questions? You gotta look now and see.
Craig Brewers.
This way you can-
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah, it's like frozen over there.
I'm gonna clean up a little bit over here so we can get out of here when this is done.
Well, the new ABBA album's coming out November 5th. That's a little bit before Record Store Day.
And I got them ordered. Get your pre-orders in, guys. If you want it, pre-order it.
Yeah, that's what you
Tell them about our mother and trying to get that new
yeah,
ABBA.
Yeah.
My mom
What time are
wanted
we open
the
Black
picture
Friday?
disc
Or is that
one.
still? We're opening at 10.
And unfortunately, the picture disc is completely sold out for pre-orders. So I'm kind of hoping that they just limited their pre-orders, but that they are going to have more. The
No.
ones that are supposed to be coming for record stores, like independent or brick and mortar stores, they're going to be coming in 2 different colors. But she wants the one with the 4 faces on it. And I've tried to explain that to her. That's just the picture disc, not, like the album cover.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants what she wants, so somehow miracles happen.
I actually listened to the new Andrew WK album. It's definitely changed a lot compared to his album from like 20 years ago now. It was something like that. It's definitely a lot different of a sound. It's not as hard as it was, but no, unfortunately, we did not get that in. But I definitely thought the album was good. It just changed a lot. It wasn't as hard or like party as his album was 20 years ago. It's definitely a lot more calm.
But last time I looked, it was still up on spinmearoundstore.com.
For what?
The Andrew WK.
Yeah, he came out with a new album. The album that we were listening to is 20 years old.
And
So I don't blame him for changing his sound. It's been 20 years, but
Well, look at Twisted Sister. Look at Dee Snider. Look at Dee Snider's.
Yeah. But okay, so for Record Store Day, obviously we can't take pre-orders, but if you guys tell us what you're looking for and what you're excited about, then we can make sure that we order those titles bigger. Cause and you gotta, if something else pops up that says, oh, this is gonna be released, we'll try and make sure we tell you guys, and hopefully you'll tell us if you want it. Cause the Foo Fighters, I didn't order that many of them because I was like,
We had 30.
yeah, but the thing is that
We ordered 200.
yeah, I ordered 20 and I figured we were good. And then he's like, no, we should get more. So I ordered 20 from a different distributor. And then we ended up with 30. But if I'd realized that it was going to be such a huge success, I would have ordered 1 million. I would have been like, how many are coming out? Okay, I'll order 5,000. No problem.
Easily.
Yeah.
But we didn't know. So if you guys don't tell us, we don't know. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas came out Black Friday like 2 years ago. Nobody told us they wanted it.
So
And
no.
everybody came running in for it. And it's like, you have to, because
Yeah.
nobody told me. So,
There is a King's X, right?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, that one's
No.
coming out. Please Come Home 2000. It was supposed to be released this past summer.
Now tomorrow, we should be doing a big unboxing,
Mhm.
and there's going to be some King's X's stuff in there, because it is available on spinmearoundstore.com. It's the import King's X's though. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 different albums I ordered in,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to them tomorrow.
That-
Maybe I'll keep a copy or something.
That is a very good point. There was a Jerry Garcia that was supposed to be pushed back to Black Friday because they couldn't get it out for the Record Store Day drops.
Maybe it'll be coming out.
RTF 666. First time in years that RSD, regular or Black Friday, won't contain a Grateful Dead release.
Yep.
There was a Jerry Garcia that they dropped off of the drops for 2021, and it was supposed to be coming out for Black Friday, but it's not on the list.
Is there anything related to the Beatles?
I didn't see anything
No.
related to the
I don't think
Beatles.
so.
And I don't think this past Record Store Day there wasn't anything that was related to the Beatles either.
Yeah.
So that's a little upsetting.
Yeah. 'Cause normally there's something.
Yeah,
There's no
but
Grateful Dead?
there's no
No.
Grateful Dead and there's no Jerry Garcia either.
There's something with monsters.
You know, so yeah, that's a little surprising. Okay. Picture discs just ain't my bag. Picture discs are.
There was a John Carpenter release
Oh, that's right.
for a soundtrack.
And that one of the ones that got pushed back too.
I don't know, but I know there's definitely a John
Yeah,
Carpenter
there's a John
release.
Carpenter release.
Yep, there is a Dylan, I believe, right?
And you know how it looked like there weren't any Kinks records?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's Dave Davies.
Dave Davies kinked. Ha! So that's.
Oh, somebody's here
that's
from Aruba. You want
Oh.
to trade spaces?
Ghost
Christopher Wilson?
Ghost of Mars.
Hmm. I don't know it.
Yeah.
DanoBot26, he asked a very good question. Do you ever put CDs on your store sales page or just records? Currently, we're just doing records. We would like to start another section of that page and do CDs and movies as well,
Yeah.
because we do have access to a lot of stuff. And I mean, we happen to have an overflow and an abundance of CDs right now. So we could probably do that.
Yes.
And we could probably get stuff up there for a reasonable price. But CDs, the margins are just so damn small. It's kind of tough.
And yes, shocking. No Dylan.
Wow.
No Dylan.
No Dylan.
No Dylan.
No Dylan.
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, there's a Lana Del Rey.
But
That's
no
that
Dylan.
chemtrail one, right?
Yeah, which they just released, and we had the indie exclusive,
Yeah.
and there was an
Yeah.
exclusive for somewhere else, and then there was the regular one.
For some reason, I thought that was in one of the record store drops already. But I guess it was a Friday release.
But we order everything from the list. We don't skimp out. Some of them we only order very, very limited amount
Yeah.
on things we don't think will sell. But other things we think we will sell, we'll go pretty damn deep. So we'll have our share. Right?
Yeah.
Any questions? Any more questions? We got about 5 more minutes, then we got to wrap this up because the mall's already closed. Our store's already closed, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
So
because they're going to set the alarm.
you got 4 minutes. At 10:20, we got to go.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no Black Sabbath.
There's Ozzy.
Ozzy,
There's
yeah.
Ozzy picture disc
Ozzy.
for No More Tears.
I agree. Life is better with music.
Yes, definitely.
Monster. Like a cheese? No, not like the
no,
cheese.
The Monsters.
No. He typed it like it was cheese. They're telling you to go deep on poison.
Well, obviously.
Duh.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, you have no idea how many cassettes I've sold.
Somebody wants to know if we have Van Halen Balance.
No. On CD, yes. But we sold it on vinyl already.
What?
Van Halen Balance.
Mmm.
Yeah, no, we sold that like a while ago.
Balance of Power.
Till 9
Screaming
p.m.
Jay Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Yeah,
That's on the list.
yep.
It's not a very popular seller here, though.
No,
It's not something that we're gonna go deep on.
no, just a couple copies. That's what we normally do. The Black Friday releases are on recordstoreday.com.
No,
And there's also a link in the group.
No one's shipping to Australia right now. There's a postal ban right now because Australia's not accepting any mail from outside countries.
I'll go. I'll sacrifice myself and I'll go to Australia and I'll deliver your mail. I will beat the crap out of some kangaroos, mess with some koala
You're gonna
bears.
have to beat the crap out of some customs officials that are coming at you with guns because they're not gonna let you off the plane.
I heard you got good gold out there, and I ain't afraid of no customs agent. No, I'm kidding.
No, we don't ship internationally. We're in the U.S. only.
Yeah, we're working on it, but we're still trying to figure out how to implement it because
It's too expensive.
It's way too expensive. The distributor doesn't ship internationally, so we'd have to ship it all out.
Shipping will be more than your shirt.
Yeah.
Hold on. I was just gonna say. Let us know. Type it in the. What are you willing to pay for shipping? Because realistically, $25, $30 for the initial one, and probably $10 each additional is what we would have to charge. And that is just far too much for international shipping.
Yeah, we even feel bad about it.
Yeah, that's our problem. It's not necessarily the fact that we don't like we love you guys overseas. We really wish we could, but that shipping is just insane.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree?
Yeah. So that's what you're talking about. $25 to $40.
And then, how long are you willing to wait for your records?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not willing to wait 2 to 3 months, I don't want to hear it.
Well, I got a record from Switzerland. It took how many months? 4 months?
4 months.
But
4 months.
But outside of the U.S. to the U.S. is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And faster than it is to ship from the U.S.
to elsewhere.
to other countries.
Except Canada.
Canada's quick.
Pretty fast. And then Mexico, I don't know. I've heard many horror stories about Mexico. So I don't.
Yeah. Megapez 8 Outback is so good. I love that steakhouse too. The blooming onion.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That is one of my favorites.
But no, see that's the real big problem there.
Mm-hmm.
We're in store only with everything used.
Yeah, we do in-store only for it.
No, there's no My Chemical Romance.
No,
Oh.
you.
What?
I think he wants you to say that.
Say what?
Oh, she wants you to say
Yeah,
that in all capital letters. Say it. Say it.
No, I refuse.
Why?
Because it's not on my list.
But they're My Chemical Poop Pants.
Listen, I still got my theories on My Chemical Poop Pants. I think Gerard Way he didn't like his fans too young like that.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
When they were super popular, and I mean at the height of their careers, 12-year-old girls, now that they waited, they're 18, 19, 20. Not that he's trying to get with them. That's not the point. The point is, do you really want a bunch of 12-year-olds
Screaming for you? Like, I think it might have made them feel vaguely uncomfortable.
I want to see him live tickets for a lot.
Gerard Way is my age, if not a little bit older.
Yeah, I think he's slightly over.
I think
So-
he's my age.
So the point to that is I think now is the perfect time for them to do the comeback tour.
Yeah.
Even on his comic book signings, they it was a bunch of young
right?
girls. They were 16-year-olds now were on those lines, and you can see all of this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like it's all documented. So now his fans are a little bit older, a little bit more mature. I think he's more than happy to come back and perform.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's my theory on My Chemical Poop Pants. It only makes sense.
Someone just asked why we don't add UPS to our shipping services.
I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know.
We're like our United States Post Office.
Because then we'd have to change the pricing. Because
Uh,
it's more expensive to ship UPS for light stuff than it is to ship.
How many records you gonna buy?
Yeah.
You're gonna buy a lot of records? I'll gladly ship that thing out UPS, and I will put it in a steel case. Nothing will happen, right?
No,
Shona, we
he
got
won't. He'll tell me to go get this case thing
I'll delegate.
and hook it up. Don't
See?
worry, I'll throw in stickers.
A sticker.
Two.
They're
At least
expensive.
two.
Stickers? No joke. I spent $1,200 on
You're
them.
talking about steel cases. What's 2 stickers?
Well, listen, if the guy's gonna order 400 records from me, I'm ready. I'll put it in a steel case. I'll hand deliver it myself. And if it's through
We're gonna road
customs,
trip it?
I'm gonna boof it, and I'm gonna no.
What?
That's gonna be huge.
I'll get it through customs. Don't worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. That's how we do. No, I'm kidding.
That is a good question. That when I looked at the list, I was like, why are there so many picture discs, and why are there so many live discs? Now I love my live albums, but still, it seems like it's a ton of live stuff and it's a ton of picture discs, and I don't know why.
Well, those live albums, like I said, with Big Brother and the Holding Company, with Janice,
Mm-hmm.
where the hell are you gonna find?
Yeah,
Where the hell did they pull that out of?
yeah.
Don't you think they would have released that thing 20 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of live albums because, you kind of see the difference between something that's in a studio and something that's actually happening.
Yeah,
and
well-
it's almost like an experience where you feel like you're there with them.
Well, that's like the Talking Heads.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep listening to the Talking Heads, the live album, and you only listen to the live album, then when one of the studio
Yeah.
songs comes on the radio, you're like,
Who is
What
that?
happened?
what is this
But-
shit?
Yeah.
In all fairness, what happened to you yesterday
With what?
with the bands that you went to see? Which one sucked live?
Oh, it was I seen Dragged Under, Waged War, and Beartooth. Alright, I love Dragged Under. They're one of my favorite bands. I seriously love them. They only have one album, but it's super duper good. And so we believe that it was actually their first time ever touring, but the guy singing had the most amount of energy. Everyone else wasn't so much. Like the people who was playing like the guitar and bass and everything was just kind of standing there. Wage War had awesome energy, and I listened to him a little bit, but I'm not too
Not a huge fan.
yeah, I wasn't too familiar with them, but they had the best energy, even more than Beartooth. Beartooth was fantastic, but it was just that Wage War, they just had more of a stage presence, and they got everyone going because they were probably the hardest band there.
Mm-hmm.
Then Beartooth, they were fantastic. I love them, and everyone was going crazy for them because most people bought tickets to just see Beartooth instead of everyone else. Not many people seemed to be there for Dragged Under, and there was only 3 shirts that they were selling, and the other bands had more shirts. Beartooth obviously had the most, big reason being was the fact that they were the biggest band there. But it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was seriously fantastic. I posted some videos on my Facebook account personally, but I'm gonna end up sharing them into our Facebook group so other people can see them live as well. So yeah.
Yeah, you got up really close too.
I did. I was actually almost to the rail. In the beginning, I was like 3 or 4 rows behind because of how everyone was lined up. It was like the rail and a couple of other people in front of us. And then by the time Beartooth people started leaving, so we were able to get not to the rail, but the row behind it, which was awesome. And there was a ton of people crowd surfing. And I ended up throwing people. It was great. I was like the tallest person there. It was awesome. Like I was seriously taller than almost 90% of the people. I was definitely the tallest girl
there.
there.
Right, that was going to like an empty spot, and you were like, nope.
Yeah, I literally threw
Oh, yeah.
her. It was awesome. I feel like the Hulk. Yeah.
Like, not on my watch.
Yeah, because people were getting dropped. It was like less than 10 people who were crowd surfing, but it was like the same 10 people just kept going and going and going, and yeah, it was just quite awesome.
Yep. But right, not on my watch.
Yeah, now my watch, you're not getting hurt. So yeah.
Somebody said we look like Charlie's Angels.
Am I Charlie?
No, I did not go in the pit. I totally would, but it was just too
No,
much.
she was not allowed to go in the pit,
No,
and she was not allowed to crowd surf. We had these discussions.
Yeah, I totally would have, but it was
Honestly, I raised her kind of tough. I'll
I was
guarantee
throwing
you.
people.
I'll guarantee you, she can hold her own in the pit. I'm afraid for the dudes. I seriously am. I'm afraid for the dudes because if one of them even touches her,
Yeah. Well, I first got there and someone pulled my hair and I turned around ready to beat someone up. I'm not kidding.
aliens will pop out of the sky, and they'll be hurting
Yeah.
real quick. The energy that we carry with us, I wouldn't mess with her.
Well, I ended up hitting a girl, but it was a good reason. But yeah, she stopped doing what she was doing. It was quite awesome.
Are we out of here?
I think we're
Because
outta
we gotta
here.
go. It's not that
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
believe
it's
me.
We went
almost
7
like-
minutes
yeah.
past.
We would
Yeah.
literally stay and talk.
Yeah.
Everybody hit the thumbs up button, man. There's a lot of people still here. Hit the thumbs up button for us. Please. We'd appreciate
Hey,
it
someone told
very
you not to
much.
go surfing.
Huh?
Someone told you not to go surfing.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm too pretty, man. I go out on the beach, man. All the ladies are like, get away from me,
You said-
dude.
I think it would be fun to parasail.
I
Right?
actually think I could have handled it too, but it's just I didn't do
I don't
it.
know. Ask Valerie about her story about parasailing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of wild.
There's a movie called Blended, and she parasails, and the car or the truck or jeep, whatever, that's pulling her along, it runs out of gas. So she's got to run her little corgi legs so fast, and then there's this rhino. She's got to, I mean, like, it's hilarious.
We out of here?
Yeah.
What are they going to do now?
So now they gotta leave us a comment and let us know what they want for a Record Store Day Black Friday, and they gotta give us a like, a big old thumbs up, because everyone likes a thumbs up, because when you do good, you get good, and then they have to
Subscribe.
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 No.
Ding, 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 because we do a video a lot, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.